My dear friends, many subscribers ask for cargo loading plan, and here is it. Also, you can find on my YouTube channel my loading plans and discharge plans from my last contract. You can watch. This is front page. Some general information about port, voyage, how many cargo we need to load, date, and just general info, yeah. And here some information about cargo, how much quantity we need to load each tank, density, molecular weight will be provided by surveyor, also temperature of liquid, vapor, it's normally provided from loading master or cargo surveyor intentionally. They will tell you, and you need to calculate how much you can load with this temperature and this molecular weight and density. Here, general precaution, some for officers, for deck ratings, for gas engineer, for all people involved at cargo operation. Normally, every crew who involved, they need to read it, understand and sign. Later I will show you, yeah. If you like, you can read. Always when I come on board, I check properly each and every row, yeah, and verify that it's correct, apply to my loading or discharging operation, and I always correct and rectify for myself, because many mistakes can left from other previous officers and so on, yeah. Never rely and trust anyone, better check, verify and do good. Here we have restriction for draft, yeah, maximum permissible draft 12.11 meters or 12.19 meters, yeah, and our maximum draft for this ship also 12.19 meters. That's why at this port we load maximum draft. Our departure draft was 12.15, almost full. Very important, do not overload your ship, because it can be the problem and serious consequences to violate the requirements of freeboard and load line certificate, yeah. Minimum draft as per chart, yes. Here for cargo manifold information, we connected two cargo manifolds, this size of reducer, and L1 and L2A. We use two systems. Here some general description MSDS and some information about chapter 19 cargo specific requirements for our cargo, yeah, for propane IGC code. Here's the loading sequence. As I told you other video, we finish number 1, 4, 2, 3. Why number 1 and 4? Because they will affect the trim the most, yeah, and number 2 and 3 will have little effect. That's why we finish number 1, 4, and after number 2 and 3 final, because minimum effect of trim. Here minimum rate we have around 100 ton normally. You start and finish with minimum rate. It's very important, because when you start you need to reduce and cool down your loading arms, pipelines, cargo tanks, everything need to cool down time, yeah. And also at the end you will top up. I explain other video about top up operation. Also never hurry up, better safe and slow than hurry up and get some trouble, yeah. Here critical stages, normally critical stages, it's commencement, some switching of tanks or maybe topping up, finishing operation, also some increasement of pressure. No, here you can read what is the critical stages. Normally chief officer by himself from experience can add some points when he need to be present at CCR or called by officer. Loading sequence, here you can read, I make sequence like we start cargo tank number 2 minimum rate, after number 3 and 4, and final we will start number 1. What I do, I load every tank 1 meter, and after I start increase the loading rate, because if you will load a minimum rate to all cargo tanks same time, yeah, you will have very quick increasement of pressure, because it will be very fast evaporation of this propane. That's why better load each tank 1 meter and after increase the rate and it will be better. No, it's take around 1.5 hour, and after I increase my rate to maximum, and we have very quick and good loading. Yeah, here the number of all cargo valves, hydraulic and manual, for cargo system and for tank domes, cargo tanks. Yeah. Here some also general information for officer, cold work permit, what need to use some anti-spark tools for connection disconnection, manifold, drain valves, all information here. General description of our cargo system parameters, -52 minimum temperature, closing time ESD, valves 28 less than 30 second year requirements. Here MARFs 450 millibar, but normally here you can find 70% of MARFs. This 315, it's maximum what you can get at your cargo tank as per rules, not more than 315. But at 450 your relief valve will be open and cargo will be released to air. It's big problem. Here intention what we need to load the quantity, yeah, as per notice of readiness. If you because we could load more, but I mentioned here this quantity. Maximum rate for 2 manifold, for 1 manifold, also how long it will take. No, some general information. If you want, you can read, go through. Here you can find the sequence and final soundings of cargo tanks, what I mentioned. And this is when I need to reduce rate. What else? All this ballast and deballast operation I will share at next video. And here some information about MSDS of propane, yeah. And here the signature of all crew. And very important, cargo pre-cargo meeting. When you make meeting with loading master, with surveyor, you agree, discuss everything. After you make pre-cargo meeting with all crew, and everybody must sign. This is very important. Signed by captain, signed by loading master, and your signature. This is very important, and this note must be mentioned at your port log book, because very inspectors, they check. If you don't do this, it can be remarked. Also about cross check of your lineup operation, pressure test, leak test, and many points which you need to be very careful and write down to your port log. Thank you for your attention.